everybody. Coming to you with another episode of Riding with Ryan. This one, I kind of just want to talk about grounding into your union. And what's important about, sacred union, twin flame union, harmonious union, perfect union, all the union, is not focusing your energy on if things are only physical, then that's all that they will be in the physical. If you see them that way, it's like that's all that they can be. So if you can allow yourself to really go into the energy of how you feel and the energy of your union with God, you can then begin to ground into deeper peace that's meaningful for your relationship with another, with others, with yourself first. And that's the whole point, is when you're having a relationship with your own energy, you can then easily move through energy that comes up to be healed with your twin, with your parents, with your family, because as your energy and your vibration just grows, it's easier for you to transcend those old ways and old thinking patterns, because as your vibration increases, you can't really go back into those old ways. I'm releasing, obviously, something, probably the old way of something, the old way of clinging to people. I know that's really what I've been going through lately, and just allowing myself to center and be present with God here now, and speaking your truth and making your choices from a place of truth allows others to manifest into your reality in a way that's it's perfect, right? If I'm feeling really horrible energetically, and I'm you need to do this and you need to do that for me to feel good, and a person, even if they try to fit that for you, if they try to fit into that box that you're putting them in, they can't accomplish really anything, because there's so much control in you needing to be something for someone, which is insanity, because you can only be yourself for you, but you fit with another when you accept that. You fit in all these ways when you accept that this is how I feel good, this is how I do my inner work, this is how I connect with others. And it's not it doesn't have to be this conflicting thing. It's more so just accepting who you are, grounding into who you are, sharing who you are in a way that makes sense for you, and following your truth, and you're creating your boundaries and making choices that are aligned with it's not about it's about making true choices in your life, but also confronting other energies, confronting the energy of what's going on, and with your twin flame, confronting with people like in your life, confronting them with like, this is how I feel about, you know, my union. This is how I feel. And it's like, if they're not willing to hear you, then you have to make a choice that is going to affect your union, right? But it's not like you don't have to force, you don't have to push your union. You don't have to make another fully understand or accept the reality of like what you know or what you stand in or what you believe in, right? You don't have to force that upon anyone, because that doesn't feel good. You know, it's like if like somebody who is really good at math, like way above you on a mathematical level, is like trying to, you know, force upon you to learn, you know, high level calculus when you are in algebra 1 or like, it's gonna feel really bad. And it's like, but in your union, when you're actually like allowing yourself to just make choices based off of like, okay, I understand, like, you know, my woman's here or my man's here, and like I need to make this choice for myself, but it's not like I'm going to I'm not choosing to hurt the person. It's like, I gotta do this for me, instead of like, fuck you, like, you know, you're not making the right choice, block, or you're not making the right choice, it's your fault, or you're not agreeing with me trying to really come from a place that isn't peace. Like, if you're not coming from a place of peace, that's when things get really weird, because it's like, if you're coming from a place of resentment, or you're coming from a place of annoyance, or like, those kind of energies linger, they don't leave. And it's like, you're never gonna release feelings or like situational things with people when you're not healing your own energy, when you're not feeling into the reality of your situation, what's causing issues in your reality that are, you know, causing you to be upset with this person. And I don't want to go off on that, but because I don't know where I'm really going here, but let me just ground and like, when you burp, when you have a balance, a grounded, like, grounding in a relationship is so important. I don't care what your zodiac sign is. You need to focus on grounding. And for me, that's been the hardest thing in my life. I am so about like focusing and like, you know, but it's been in like a way, like creating in the physical, but like it's been in such an ungrounded way because I've been a thinker first, and like I know shit, I know a lot of things, and I see clearly like a lot, but I don't, like, my biggest thing is like grounding into the feelings of what's going on and connecting from a place of being grounded. And when you're grounded, you can then really open yourself up to what's real. Because when you're in your head all the time, or you're in a feeling space and you're getting overwhelmed, whether it's in thoughts or feelings, because you're not grounding into those feelings. You're not allowing yourself to really, you know, ground into your root chakra and allow yourself to just be aware of like, okay, this is what I really feel. And it's like this, that, what is even mine? What is really mine here? Because it's easy, like when you get overwhelmed with others, that you can say, it's you that's doing this to me. But the truth is that you're just overwhelmed, and you need to be grounded. You need to be in a stance of true power in that way. That's where your power is in grounding your thoughts and feelings, and grounding into, your divine self. Your divine self is your soul, who you are as a soul. And you obviously can see yourself when you allow yourself to ground. When you're so in your head all the time, you start creating this person that doesn't know themselves, because you're basing yourself off of your thoughts. And it's like, you're not your thoughts, you're not your upsets, you're not your feelings. Like these are aspects of your soul, of who you are as a physical being on earth. But you need to ground into your feelings. You need to ground into your thoughts, into romance, into your personality, into your work. You need to ground into these things and really just take the time to be patient with yourself. Like, what doesn't feel good here? What's holding me from, having harmony with this person? What is it that someone's showing me? Rather than, and I know, like, for myself, like, sometimes when people are coming to me for, in a way that's like, it's like, this is really scary, or like, this is really just way out of alignment, I tend to just be like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of my face. Don't even try this, because this makes 0 sense. Or if I really care about someone, I'll tend to like just try to like hold on to this like idea of like what it is that I need from them, and then like they get so like they do the same thing to me. So yeah, it's like I totally understand like energy, but I feel like grounding into my own is like what God's been showing me. Grounding into my own truth, grounding into how I view romance, like how I see my perfect partner. And I think for a long time, it's like I've seen, I've seen my perfect partner. I've seen, a dream life in the forefront, right? But grounding and just not being grounded has made it seem as if I could never attain that attribute by, those in my life that I care about in a way that is like beyond words. And when you don't allow yourself to ground into being, a human being, and making mistakes, or having bad feelings, like you have to, like, and it's easy to point that out in someone, you know, but to really do it for yourself, to ground into your own feelings. We can all ground. We can all, you know, like I think like some shit gets so twisted when it's like about like zodiac signs and like, oh, well, you're an earth sign, you're very ground. Like, naturally, that's, you know, an attribute that earth signs hold, is like they're very naturally understanding of like the physical world, right? Or like grounding into the physical world. And that's like that's a very important attribute that an air sign, I'm a Libra, I do value that in others. And I think just knowing like, oh shit, I can do that too, it's so much deeper. Like we as people, we are not like a zodiac sign. We are not we are not like superficial in that way either. Like, and it's like people try to make things out to be like this or that, and it's like it's so much deeper than that when you feel into like, oh wow, I can be all these things, you know. I can master my entire existence in a way that's very grounded, but also very intellectual, and also very feeling and intuitive through my heart space, and also very adventurous, and there's no limit on who you are, and what feels good for you. And of course that's different for everybody, and we all struggle with certain things, and there's lessons to be learned, and new energy to be untangled within ourselves, so that we can, you know, live in a new way in certain aspects of how we view our reality. And this feels good to get to, because this is really what is what I'm opening up to, and I'm kind of opening up to it on camera, which is cool. But I'm on camera. What we're we're not restricted by anything. And, you know, some people enjoy just being grounded and living in that space of like simplicity. And everything is simple for who, like, everything can be simple for who it is for. Like, you could see someone, you know, with so many things on their plate, but it's like, or like they're into so many things at once, but it could feel really grounded to them, because they're just that, like, that's for them, like, to be able to handle many things at once and lead in certain ways and open up in certain things, in multi, you know, genres or many things, right? And then it's like, you know, like, what is simple? Like, simple to you could be, it's just it's a feeling, you know, but it's like the simplicity in my life could be, you know, so much different. And that's what makes us unique individuals, is like, simplicity to you could just be being at home in your space, feeling so much peace and union with God, just, you know, being in your home space all day, and spending time with your person all day at home. Or the simplicity of going on, you know, hikes and, you know, playing your favorite music on car rides with your person, or whatever. Like, or it could be like owning your own business and developing that together and growing it into, you know, $1 billion company, all through just loving it with your partner, or just on your own, as wherever you are on your journey. But what I believe is that we all have a perfect person for us that meets us, and in all forms. And when we can just allow ourselves to just let go of like what we think we know and ground into where we are presently and our feelings presently, rather than get all freaked out by like all of the things in our life, realizing like life is not lived in chaos. Like it can't be. And for so long I thought that that's like what was normal, was like, well, I got these dreams, I got to work really hard through this chaos and like make things impossible, and then like make it possible through the impossibility. And it was just like this like big wall of resistance always, that was like, you know, impacting myself and others in my life. And they're viewing me, you know, in a way that's completely not really what's going on. And I'm viewing myself in a way that's not realistic, that's not true to, you know, who I am as a person, truly, divinely. And really just releasing like my own grasp to like self-identity, like through other people, and allowing my world to be created through peace. And I think like as a Libra, or like we could go into that, right? It's like my life is always about balance. My life is always about, but it's about grounding into like what balance means in my world. Like balancing, you know, peace. Having peace is so important to me, and I've never really fully embraced it because I thought that chaos was like a real thing that I had to live in. And also I've always had that like dream utopia society, right? Like in my mind, like I know that there's something so much greater and bigger that can be. And just getting clear with what that means for me, for God, really, like what God wants me to see always is where I'm getting to. And so grounding into your reality is the juice of this video. But it's like there's so much depth in grounding into your reality. There's so much truth in grounding into your reality. And when you're focused on grounding into your reality, when you're focused on grounding into your truth, it makes everything so much easier, because you realize that all of your thoughts and your feelings can be brought into a consciousness of just being, of peace and understanding. And it's like that's where your growth is in your peace. I don't really have Earth in my chart. Actually, I have a lot of Capricorn energy in my chart, which is kind of funny. Like we're talking zodiac signs, like in my natal chart, whatever. Like I've seen, like there's a lot of Capricorn, Libra Sun, Sagittarius rising, Cancer moon. So like a Cancer moon, or Scorpio Venus, and I love like the Scorpio energy that I do hold, because I think that really is like that like focused like warrior type energy. And that's who I've always felt like, at my core, like a leader and like somebody to really set the bar in like the next level of consciousness, like oh shit, like he's on to that. Like when they're, you know, when most people are here, it's like I've always been like there, in a way of like just being a little like a step ahead of the game when I'm focused and I'm connected to who I am. And that's only growing and growing as I've really stepped into my power. And that's through Twin Flame Ascension School. And I have to shout them out, Jeff and Shalia, because like the truth of like the tools that I've been given is like heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Peace. Ground. Go into, you know, what it is that you need to go into and unlock your truth. And none of the like, you know, other stuff, none of the exterior things matter. Only spirituality in a physical sense is what I'm learning and I'm growing into. And it's not like there's nothing else to it. It doesn't hold it. It is only giving to me. It is only opening me up to every door that needs to be opened and every step that needs to be taken in order to continuously grow. And it's like that's the lifestyle of doing your inner work. And it's a beautiful, it's so perfect because I'm able to ground into who I am more and more. And I've done a lot of like, you know, work on healing my consciousness, but now like this part of me is just like, it's time to ground it in. It's time to really be present in grounding and taking care of, you know, me first, God first, and then me. Like it's all about me and God. And you consciously are given what you need as you vibrate higher and higher. And you ground that information in, and then you learn more and more and more and more. There's never, you know, you're constantly going to be learning. You're constantly going to be evolving if you choose that. Like, because love is all encompassing. It's infinite. And it's present, and it feels good. It feels true, and it expands your horizon, your growth, your truth. So grounding into who you are, and this is how is how you ground into your union with your twin flame, with your true love. Grounding into yourself is what really allows your union, your woman or your man, to just vibrate into your reality in a way that's like, okay, like here we go, you know, it's go time. It's time to do it together because I've cleared this energy and that's it. Now everything's good. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know like in the beginning it was very much more ungrounded, but I think I really tapped into some things as the video went on. If you would like coaching with me, please comment on my under my channel, or head to my website, which will be linked in the description box below. Please like, comment, and share this video with a friend if you feel that it really resonated with you, and let me know what you thought of the video as well. And I really appreciate your guys' feedback, and I appreciate connecting with others. And I've said this before, like, YouTube is such a powerful tool to share myself and share my core values and who I am with you. And me building my company, Twin Flames Reality, is part of that is me building my channel on YouTube, and part of that is being able to share myself with the world. So this is my YouTube channel is very sacred to me, and really truly matters. It truly matters to me in a way that's it's a very personal thing for me to connect with you who's watching this video, and I just want you to know that if you have any questions, or you would like to really learn about what I do, and if you have the call in your heart to also do what I do, I can show you that way. And it's very grounded and practical, and it's scientifically a real method that I use, which is the mirror exercise, and it's shown itself in my community that the inner work being taught by Jeff and Shalia is legit the truth, because we do have 24 harmonious unions currently, and it's all through this work, through grounding into your present self and being with God, and understanding what that really means in a grounded way that isn't it's just another level of spirituality that is yet to really touch the surface in so many ways. And I really humbly am here to show you. There's no there's no scheme here. There's no do this, and for me, it's just this is something that I'm learning that is important for me to share, because it's so important for the world. And I'll stop going on my rant about it, but I think that was important for me to just get it clear, this is really what's going on. I'm really growing as a person. And if you could watch my videos from the beginning, just watch my growth, and it's all through this inner work that I do and that I've learned. So with that being said, please reach out to me if you feel called, and I look forward to connecting with all of you more and more, and making videos, driving in my car, because it's fun to make videos while I drive. I mean, it is safe. I'm not it's all hands off. I'm very safe in doing this. And I just I appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna let it go there. So thank you very much, and be in contact soon, hopefully, and I'll be giving more content soon, and more as I really grow into my speaking voice, and my conscious awareness of where I need to share myself. So thank you, and have a good day. Bye bye.